American frontiersman Hugh Glass survived what should have been certain death and crawled 200 miles through the wilderness with a broken leg, exposed ribs, and a throat so mangled he could barely swallow. This isn't Hollywood fiction, this actually happened in 1823. Glass was scouting ahead for his fur-trapping expedition in South Dakota when a massive grizzly bear attacked him. The bear literally scalped him, broke his leg, and left his back shredded with claw marks so deep you could see his ribs. His fellow trappers found him unconscious, bleeding out, with chunks of flesh hanging off his body. They waited 2 days for him to die so they could bury him properly. When Glass was still clinging to life but clearly dying, 2 men volunteered to stay behind while the others moved on. After 5 more days of watching him suffer, they took his rifle, his knife, and all his gear, then left him for dead. Glass woke up alone in the middle of nowhere, with maggots eating his infected wounds. Instead of giving up, he set his own broken leg, let the maggots clean his wounds to prevent gangrene. Instead of giving up, he set his own broken leg and began crawling east toward the nearest settlement, Fort Kiowa, over 200 miles away. For 6 weeks, he crawled and walked, eating berries, roots, and carrion left by wolves. He wrapped himself in a bear hide he found and let his wounds heal around it. When he reached the Cheyenne River, he built a makeshift raft. The most insane part? Glass wasn't motivated by survival alone. He was fueled by revenge. He wanted to confront the men who abandoned him, especially young Jim Bridger, who had taken his precious rifle. When Glass finally reached civilization, he tracked down the 2 men who left him for dead. But instead of seeking revenge, he forgave them both, saying they were just young and scared. Glass lived another 10 years after this incident, continuing to work as a frontiersman until he was killed by Native Americans in 1833. His story became legend among mountain men and trappers. Leonardo DiCaprio won an Oscar playing him, but the real Hugh Glass endured something no actor could ever truly replicate.